question today is, what is the difference between breakfast tea, afternoon tea, even after dinner tea? We have a blend called after dinner tea. What is the difference, and why would you have teas for different times of day? All right, well, this is a really great question, and I can remember when I was young asking exactly the same question. You know, why is breakfast tea breakfast tea? What makes it a breakfast tea? Why is an afternoon tea an afternoon tea? You know, what is different about those two? So let me first explain in detail what is different about them. So English breakfast is strong and rich and full of flavour, and traditionally, and certainly my blend is like this, traditionally it's a predominantly Ceylon tea, Sri Lankan tea blend. So in our case, it roughly varies obviously, but roughly speaking, it's about 80% Ceylon, 20% Assam. That means it's got lots of oomph to it. An afternoon blend usually contains quite a large proportion of Darjeeling, which is the quintessential afternoon tea, which is light and biscuity and has this so-called muscatel, this sort of dry white wine type flavour to it. Now, why would those two blends be suitable for the morning and the afternoon? Well, the idea is that in the morning, what most people want is a real proper, builder's tea, for want of a better word. Something that is strong enough to stand up against the strong flavours of a traditional English breakfast of sausages and eggs and bacon and so forth. The afternoon, quite different. So in a traditional afternoon tea, you might very well be having scones with jam and cake and other sweet things. And what you really want is something fairly dry and refreshing to take the edge off the sweetness of those flavours. Something also possibly that would be good for a hot, sunny afternoon sitting out in the garden. Again, Darjeeling is perfect for that because it's so refreshing. What then of our so-called after-dinner blend? Well, that's one that we invented, and we spent some time trying to come up with something that would round off a meal well, would be an alternative to having coffee, which of course we don't all want after dinner because we're going to go to bed soon. Would complement but not spoil the flavours of the meal you've just drunk. And we came up with something that was quite strong with Assam, and excuse me, and something that had a bit of interest, a bit of sort of round, smoky, warm flavour to it. And so we came up with an Assam and Keemun blend, an Indian and China blend, which is really quite an old-fashioned type of tea blend, and it's been really, really successful. Other times of day, well, frequently people drink herbal blends, of course, in the evening just before bed. So a lovely bedtime drink is chamomile and lavender, which will definitely help you sleep. Or, it's a herbal remedy, so it's traditionally used for that. But a lot of people have reported that it helps them to sleep. There we are. I'm not going to bang on any further about this, but I hope that gives you some insight into teas for different times of day, why English breakfast is for breakfast time, why English afternoon is for an afternoon tea. If you've got any questions, please do write them in the comments down below. Of course, give me a ring if you want to talk, and I hope that's of interest. Thank you.